So let this be known, and I know what most of you know me for, but this is not a clapback, this is a straight shout out. It's crazy how TikTok works, man, because you can find truer friends on here than you can in real life sometimes, and I really mean that. This right here, this is my boy Packy, man. Now, I've only known him for maybe about 4 to 6 months, but I can tell you right now that I trust this dude more than anybody else I trust in my life, and I really, truly mean that. I mean, to the point, homeboy will pick up for me when he's at work just to make sure that everything's good, you know? He's a real prison content creator. The dude does real life prison stuff, and I'm not talking no fake shit like Burner and all these other fake prison content creators. I mean, the dude was really in there, really was about that life, really put in his work, and really did his time. And the number one thing about his content is there's no filter. He'll tell you the good, the bad, and the ugly without trying to censor anything else or trying to make himself to be something that he's not. He'll tell you the cold hard truth about all of that, about everything that goes on in there, everything about the shit that he's been through, and like I said, there's no filter on it. So y'all need to go check him out and see what his content's all about, because I guarantee y'all will like it, man. And during the time we started talking, we've been able to kind of figure out and weed out the real ones from the fake ones, especially when it comes to content creation. So we actually are going to start doing a podcast here soon together, and like I said, a lot more collabs to kind of show you guys the real from the fake that on all these platforms that y'all be following. Because I can guarantee you that most of the people that you guys follow are doing it for the wrong reasons and are telling you guys falsified information, which again, we're going to be exposing and letting everybody know about. So that's something y'all need to stay tuned for, because I can guarantee you guys will be pleasantly surprised and pleasantly pleased with the content that we're about to come out with. From this point forward, me and him are going to be working together on this platform, off this platform, and on other platforms. What started out as a simple collab for content creation has now turned into a straight brotherhood. So it's kind of almost like you mess with him, you mess with me. You mess with me, you mess with him. Let's just get that out there, man. Dude's a real one. He knows I got much love for him, man, and it's always gonna be like that, bro, for real.
So the whole point of this video is to shout out my bro Tyler, the Renegade. That's his profile right there. We came up with this idea to do some personalized shit, our own version of a Stitch, where we're gonna each add a short clip that is pretty much supporting each other's channel. For real though, I actually feel grateful that I met this dude. And when I first found his content, I'm like, hell yeah, I like what he does. Clapback King, you know, he's just dogging on trolls and finding people with S cases and all type of different things. I got curious about how he was doing it. I duetted one of his videos, hit him up in the inbox. He ended up writing me back and shit, and he said, man, let's collab. So we did. We ended up talking on the phone, FaceTiming. Within like a week, my girl and his girl were both clowning on the phone. While we were on the phone, they were both clowning on speaker, more or less just joking around, saying how we got so close and we act like we've known each other for years and this and that. And that's kind of how it feels. A little backstory to that is I had a situation going on with Burner 420. Some of y'all probably know who he is. Prison content creator who gained a lot of exposure because of his little image. You know, he faked his way to the top, we'll just put it that way. As soon as me and him started having this going on, dude tried to reach out to him and act like it was a coincidence, because I know he's seen all my collabs and shit with him. He literally tried to hit him up and get him to be buddy with him, and he immediately called me and was like, hey, you know that dude you got problems with? I'm like, yeah. He's like, he's trying to be my friend and this and that. Well, dude, being that he got like over 1 million followers, he could have rode his wave and tried to probably get put on with him. And he told me that. He was like, I'd rather have you as a loyal friend versus this person who's just trying to win me over so that he could use it against me. And he recognized that. Right there in that moment, I realized what type of person Tyler was. I'm like, man, he wasn't worried about the fame that he could have got off of that probably. And he said flat out he'd just rather have a real friendship. So it came to the point where me and him started talking about meeting up and going on double dates, but he lives in California. I live in Northeast Ohio. I happen to have another friend, Brandon Clark, shout out to him. I ain't got no issues with him. I go way back. knowing him since we was teenagers. We used to be on trash together, ripping and running, but he's a recovery coach now. So no need for the details of the war stories. But wouldn't you know, Burner 420 did the same shit. Tried to reach out to him, talk to him. Whatever the case was, they somehow got in contact. Now, like I said, he has nothing to do with this. I just see it as a pattern. It seems like he tries to talk to everybody I talk to. Tattoo Cody, him and Burner was working together, and then he ended up asking me to take down the videos about Burner. So I don't know what this, it's like a pattern where I see that he's like trying to talk to the same people who I do. Maybe he's trying to turn them against me. I really don't care about any of the other situations that I just mentioned besides Tyler right here. And Brendan, I am still friends with him. But why I bring that up is he lives 10 minutes away from him. He moved from Northeast Ohio out to California. It was even one time me and Monique just dropped like $1,700 on bills. My paycheck, her paycheck, and some other money that I hustled up legally. And we had bills that we had to pay. And I had 2 more days until my paycheck hit again. And my phone bill was due. And I told him, like, yo, I gotta talk to you on Messenger on Wi-Fi just for a couple days and shit. I just dropped the rent, the gas, the electric, fucking all the shit our kids need, gas, cigarettes, food, all types of different things, Wi-Fi, everything. I said, so I didn't have the $55 to spend on myself because I had to take care of my family. He was like, what? I got you, bro. I'm like, all right, I'll pay you back. So he took care of it. 2 days later, I tried to pay him back. He wouldn't even take it. He was like, if you cash at me that, bro, I'm sending it right back to you. That was crazy. That was like 4 months ago. But point is, that's a real friend right there. And I didn't even ask him. So, you know, I don't plan on ever asking him again. But I know some people try to use people and get what they can out of people. That was a one-time thing, and I didn't even ask him. I'm just using that as an example that he's a good dude and that he goes to bat for you. Like, when I have some shit going on with people, he immediately calls me and gets on their ass. Like, you know, what's up? What you want to do about this? That thing, he never gave me that vibe like he was a bitch or a pussy or none of that. I don't promote violence. I ain't trying to promote violence. I'm just simply saying, from what I've gathered by spending hours and hours and hours on FaceTime with dude and on live sessions, he don't give me that vibe anyways. Like he would rock out with you if a situation came. I just want to simply say I feel like it's an honor to be such close friends with you, bro, because you're known as the clapback king on here, and motherfuckers know you could use your computer skills to figure shit out. Another thing was he helped me figure out some shit about a troll. I couldn't figure nothing out about this person, but he ended up figuring out every piece of information that people don't want to know. And he knew her address, her social, her fucking, he found out she lost her kids. He found out that her husband unalived his grandparents and essayed them and all types of shit. Like, he found out some shit that some of that wasn't even public record. Like how she lost her kids and had to be monitored by the state. He found that. So he showed me right there what he was capable of doing. That's definitely somebody you want on your side. And I'm pretty sure that's actually, yeah, that is what he said. That Burner hit him up and said, I got a lot of people fucking with me and I could use your expertise. More or less, he was just trying to use him. I just wanted to tell him I liked what he did and did a collab. He was the one, you know, we both started pretty much telling each other that we liked each other's content, that we watched each other's content, and then one thing led to another, and it came where we were a real close friendship. So yeah, bro, I just wanted to let you know I got a lot of love for you. My woman don't even know you. She got a lot of love for you. And my daughter just the other day come home and goes, Daddy, I was in your best friend's live. And I immediately panicked. I said, who? And she goes, I forget his name. I'm trying to remember it. And she said like a couple things close to his name. And I'm like, no, baby, it's the Renegade. And she goes, yeah, that's him. And she showed me. And then I called him that same day, and that's the first thing he said, like, hey, was that really your daughter? Or was that somebody acting like it was your daughter? And I'm like, no, it was her. And she said he was real polite to her. He got a burner account that we let them use, that we monitor, we have access to. It's actually for our dog. It shows our dog's picture, the name, everything like that. You know what I'm saying? All right, so he said he's gonna make a video too. We're gonna stitch these together. Go follow Tyler. He's a good dude. He's a good person. And if you need him to take a comment and figure some shit out about somebody or any type of electronic breadcrumbs that they leave, definitely you could try, and he might. That's his backup account right there too. I just want to let it know I'm going if he's going. So if he got some shit going on and he needs my help, I'm crashing out, flat out. I'm just letting it be known. On my kids, that's a fact. Remember, your past isn't a life sentence, so if you go through it, grow through it. Follow your heart and you'll always win. Stay safe, stay free, stay blessed.